HarperCollins presents An Orphan's Dream by Cathy Sharp, read by Antonia Beamish. Chapter 1. March 1938. Sister Rose Harwell stopped and smiled as she saw Nurse Lily Brown walking towards her. They were often on different wards at the Rosy Infirmary of Button Street, and sometimes alternate shifts too, so didn't always meet at work. However, they were friends, and she waited for Lily to reach her. "How are you? It's lovely to see you," she said, touching her arm with a warm gesture. "I don't think I've seen you since just before last Christmas. I bump into Jenny most days, but for some reason we never seem to meet." Lily's younger sister Jenny worked at the infirmary too, and was often on the same shift as Rose. A shaft of pale sun touched on the dark flame of Rose's hair, where it was visible beneath her nursing cap. Her eyes were soft green, and lit just now with a look of friendship and affection, but sometimes they could become as cool and icy as the deep water of a mountain pool. "I stopped on for an extra couple of hours today because we were busy and one of our nurses didn't turn up," Lily admitted, beaming at Rose. She was clearly pleased they'd met, and eager for a chat. Her hair was as dark as her eyes, and swept back in a tight knot that was less than becoming, but sensible for work. "Jenny tells me she has seen you sometimes, but, to be honest, I hardly see my sister these days. She usually comes home when I'm about to leave for work." Rose smiled sympathetically. "Yes, I know. It must be awful when you work different shifts to her, because then you only get a chance to talk at the weekends." Lily nodded, stifling a yawn. "Sorry. It's just that it has been a long night. I'm on the chronic sickness ward at the moment, and we've been non-stop. 3 of our elderly patients were very ill, and we had to call the doctors in during the night." "Oh, I know how disrupting that can be," Rose agreed. "I'm on the children's ward now for a few months, and that is one of my favourite duties." She gave a little laugh that was infectious and attractive, making Lily smile and nod in response. "It doesn't seem to matter how unwell they are. Children always do or say something funny. They just want a little love and attention, don't you find?" "Yes, I've noticed it before," Lily agreed wholeheartedly. "I like that duty too, but someone has to care for the elderly." "Yes, of course, absolutely," Rose said. "And we came into nursing in the full knowledge that we would care for the sick, whatever their age or illness. But the chronic ward is the most tiring. So much bed-changing." Incontinence was the bane of old age, and something that upset the patient far more than the carer in Rose's experience. "Yes," Lily smothered another yawn. "Look, I have Sunday off this weekend, so would you like to come to tea at ours? I know Jenny would love to have you too, and we're both off this weekend." "Well, as a matter of fact, I'm off duty too," Rose replied, pleased. "I'm helping out with a charity event at lunchtime. We're giving the old folk of the area a nice lunch in the Methodist Hall. Some of us are cooking and taking food in, others just serving, but it will all be over by 3:30, and I could go home and change and be at yours by 4:30, if that would suit you." "Yes, sounds perfect," Lily said. "I would like to help out at an event like that, if you ever need more helpers." "How kind," Rose said, responding with a smile. "We can always find room for an extra pair of hands when we put on something of the sort. It's only every 3 months or so, but the old folk do appreciate it." She met her friend's inquiring gaze. "We give them information about anything they can get help with or any free food that is being handed out by another charity. Anything that may be of help to them." Lily frowned. "Many of the old folk are too proud to ask for charity," she said. "There's a woman we know in the next street to us, Flo, her name is, and she just refuses to accept charity. Jenny takes her a cake or something as a gift sometimes, but Flo always gives her some flowers or a lettuce from her garden in exchange." "That's the problem with a lot of the older folk around here," Rose replied, looking serious. "Some of them are even afraid to come to the infirmary because they can't afford to pay, and although they know we treat them for nothing here, they still hesitate and will never call the doctor out if they can help it." "I know."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?